different levels to power. If I have got access to a member of parliament, it's a different level of power that I've got access to. If I've got access to an executive mayor, it's a different level again of power that I've got access to. If I've got access to a premier, it's a different access. If I've got access to a permanent minister in any portfolio, it's a different access. And this access, they open doors for me according to their levels. Then if I've got access to deputy ministers or to the president himself within the boundaries of South Africa, I have got access to higher power. So today I'm gonna focus a lot on the first chapter of the book of Daniel, because Daniel understood this whole system of power, how to access power as he was in Babylon. The Bible in the book of Daniel 1 subsection 4 says, in the 3rd year of the reign of King Joachim, Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, came to Jerusalem and besieged it. And the Lord gave Joachim, come on, hear this, the Bible saying, and the Lord gave Joachim, king of Judah, into his hand, along with a part of the vessels of the house of God, and he kept them into the land of Shinar, that is Babylon, to the house of his God, and placed the vessels in the treasury of his God. 3. And the Babylonian king told Ashpenaz, the master of his eunuchs, to bring in some of the children of Israel, both of the royal family and those of the nobility, those that were youth without blemish, well-favored in appearance and skillful in all wisdom, discernment and understanding, apt in learning, knowledge, competent to stand and serve in the king's palace, and to teach them the literature and the language of the Chaldeans. So the whole story of Daniel chapter 1 is telling us of a God of Israel who has got grace, who has got power, but he decided to give his people to a demonic, a pagan king by the name Nebuchadnezzar. Nebuchadnezzar, he had a very, very dangerous commander-in-chief by the name Nebuzaradan. Nebuzaradan, he was an equivalent of Joab in the time of David. So the Bible says when they entered Israel, Joachim refused to go with Nebuchadnezzar. Then Nebuchadnezzar took Joachim, gouged out his eyes. Then he killed by hanging all his children. Among all the loot of the war, there was a young man called Daniel. That particular time, Daniel was around 14 years old. And now Daniel, as he entered Babylon, today Babylon is Iraq. Where Iraq is located, that's where Shinar, Babylon, was located. So Daniel now, as he is in captivity, he became a citizen of a conquered people. His nation has been defeated in war. He was a spoil of war. He was moved from his nation, Judah, to Babylon. Which means, number one, the God of Daniel was defeated by Nebuchadnezzar. So religiously, Daniel was defeated. Then the king of Daniel was defeated, which means politically, Daniel was defeated. Then all those that were of the noble family, they were defeated, which means philosophically, Daniel was defeated. But the interesting thing, as you read the book of Daniel, is the role that God is playing in this whole equation. If God had to take sides, he should have taken the side of Judah, but God gives Judah a pagan nation and Babylon. And the Bible says when Nebuchadnezzar conquered Judah, he took them the articles from the house of God and he put them in the house of his gods. And this is all in God's plan. There are things that happens in your life that are negative, that are not favorable, that are belligerent, that are nefarious. When you look at them, you think like God is not with me. Yet some of the things that we pass through, God is in it. He is the architect of the things that we are passing through. So you can only find and glean grace if you are able to discern